What's up, guys? Mr. Dan here, back again. I got a little something in the Grampus stocking. Little Dollar Tree movie that apparently I bought and someone put in the Grampus stocking. Anyway, let's take a look at it. Don't Let Them In. Your Next Meets the Purge. Overall, this was pretty good. I'm glad I picked it up from Dollar Tree. Evil Does It Knock. Let's take a look at it. Following the brutal murder of a pretty young girl 15 years ago, a reformed David Pierce is finally released from the asylum and returns to his family home, the 12 Bells Inn, a long-abandoned hotel. When two social workers pay a routine visit, things are clearly not what they seem. Sinister masked intruders spark a savage confrontation, which leads to an all-out assault. Torn between their own safety and a duty to their client, the courageous heroes must outwit and fight relentlessly to survive. So overall, it's pretty good. Not relatively small cast. The social workers are played by Aidan O'Neill and Michelle Luther. They're both very good. Aidan O'Neill has a really good delivery. He's pretty funny. I could have very easily seen him appearing in any of the Simon Pegg Three Flavors Coronado trilogy. Shaun of the Dead, those type of movies. He's got that kind of delivery. Perfect delivery for like a horror comedy. This isn't really a horror comedy. I'm just saying that he's the one with the funny lines, and he appears to be not as dedicated to his duty as his partner. It's her idea late on a Friday to go out to this 12 Bells hotel and check in on this old client of hers, and he's already got his weekend six-pack, and he's ready to just coast through the rest of the day. So they reluctantly go out there. Now, when they say in the description that David Pierce is reformed, I mean, he's almost like catatonic. He mumbles. He barely says a word at first. They can't get anything out of him, and then these visitors come. On the way, they meet a police officer who is very wary of them going out there. She returns later. It's the type of movie where you can pretty much guess what happens. There are some twists at the end. What is the connection between this missing girl and the visitors, the intruders that are returning? It's a pretty good twist. I mean, overall, it's a pretty good story. Much of it is very familiar. The David Pierce character, they have to work alongside of him, even though they're kind of afraid of him, and it's not clear exactly who did what 15 years ago, but there is kind of a thought that, he's a murderer, so they have to work alongside of them. So yeah, you have many visitors showing up. They're wearing these masks. Now, as far as Your Next Meets the Purge, it's closer to Your Next. It's not nearly as good as that. The masks kind of remind you of the Purge, I think. I think there's a little bit of an influence there, perhaps. When the carnage happens, it's okay. A lot of times you see the after effects, like somebody gets their head like ripped off. Basically, you you kind of see the after effects of that. Like, it's pretty good. I mean, I would say if you see it at Dollar Tree, it's definitely worth a watch. Directed by Mike Duncan. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he comes up with next. And also, as I said, the cast was very good. So I'll be on the lookout to see what they appear in next.